Hi Tango dancer! Are you looking to spice up your Americana? If yes, this video is for you. We are going to teach you 2 ways to spice up your Americana with sacadas. One for the leader and one for the follower.
With the simple steps, you want to be more creative. You want to use the simple steps to create something different, to create something more exciting.
Let's explore the first Americana where the leader is doing the sacada. So where the leader is taking my leg, the follower's leg.
We like this Sacada because we are finding a natural way, an organic way to do Sacada. So I do the Americana, I invite her to go around, and as a consequence, I take out her free leg.
So let's explore in the practice embrace.
So we start with the Apertura, Americana.
So the Americana, we pivot and we are going in a mirror position, walking forward.
And then from here, I'm going to stay in the middle, but I'm going to invite her to go around my axis. So here, my weight is in both feet, but I invite her to do an over pivot to do an apertura around my axis. So she goes forward, side, and I bring her on this direction. So basically, my leg is still there, and as a consequence, I'm going to do the sacada, as a consequence of this big over pivot in the apertura. So as a leader, I need to make sure that I'm really open in my left shoulder to really invite her to go around with a dissociation, with a spiral that she's doing. I'm going to find her free leg. So here I'm still with my weight in both feet, but here I'm going to take this space, and as a consequence I do the sacada.
So for the follower, a lot relies on your technique. We take a side step with them, then we pivot, we take a forward step with them in a mirror. In order to be in the mirror, what you need to do is to be on his or her timing. So it's very important that you are not anticipating and going too fast. You really follow how they are transferring the weight. And then here you are going to start the movement from the center of the chest. So remember, in tango, everything starts from the upper body. So my movement is going to, I'm following his chest, and I'm going to land below his left shoulder. So I'm going to take a very big step, landing when he stops opening the shoulder. And then after, I'm going to take my side step, transfer my weight, and then we resolve and continue.
Now we show you from another angle. So we do the apertura, Americana, and here as a leader I invite her to go around, and as a consequence we do the sacada. So we finish in the closed system position.
So let's look at it now in the tango embrace. We start in the close embrace. Here, when we are doing the Americana, we release a little bit the embrace, which means that we go back a little bit more in our axis. You want to feel that you are more present on your back, more towards your back than you were just before, a little bit. Then you were moving forward together. And here, I'm really using my embrace to follow him. So I'm following where he's going, taking a big step. He does the sacada, and then we are back into the close embrace. So you see, as a follower, I'm looking for the close embrace at the end of this movement.
So we begin in the close embrace, and then we release, we open the embrace for the Americana, so we have more space to pivot and to be in our own axis. And in the very end, we go very, very close again to resolve, yeah? Because when I invite her to go around me, I really propose to close embrace, so that makes the sacada also more, to feel better and to resolve in a way that is more natural.
Just one tip, throughout this movement, a lot is happening in the embrace. You might have the temptation to take your partner away, so bring your embrace towards you. You want to really relax the open side of your embrace. So the right hand for the follower, the left hand for the leader. And here, you don't want to, when we are going into the Americana, pull or push. And here, you don't want to pull towards you. Really relax so that you are always keeping equal distance between your hands and your shoulder and your partner's shoulders. Now let's explore our second Americana with a sacada option. It's a very interesting option because the follower is doing the sacada and the resolution is a bit more original.
So in this Sacada, the leader is proposing the follower to do the Sacada. So we do Americana, and now the leader is going to do an extra side step, and then I'm going to invite her to step forward, and as a consequence, she's going to take out my right leg. So here, I'm going to invite her to step forward for her to find my leg. I change my weight, so I transfer my weight to my left foot, and then I invite her to take that space, and then we finish together.
So let's look at it in the practice embrace.
Americana, and then side step, and then I invite her to
take a forward step with them. So it's very important, followers, that you are respectful of your axis throughout this movement. Here, we take a side step with them, we pivot, we do the Americana with them as well. And here we are going to be on the left leg. You are going to feel that there is a bit of a suspension for the time for him to take the side step. And then he's going to invite you to go forward. Don't fall on your step. You want to actually use a bit of an opposite energy in that movement where you want to go almost to the back while you prepare your step. So the upper body, including the hips, want to go in this direction towards your back while he's inviting you, and the leg is taking is preparing to take the forward step. So it's first I go towards my back and then I take my forward step. This allows you to really feel the connection in the embrace.
So remember that the Sacada is important to have the technique, but you really need to feel that you are connected with your partner and that is an invitation. No? So here is not about pushing her to do the Sacada. Yeah? So as well, I invite her to go a little bit away from my center. I invite her to go in the opposite direction. I send her back. So, and then I invite her to the Sacada. So it really has to feel as an invitation, because if you start pushing, she will kind of fall forward, and as a consequence will push you off axis.
So now we show you in the Tango embrace. We start in close embrace again. We release the embrace for the Americana. Really feel your hand against your leader's back and slide your hand across your partner's back so you are more comfortable. Forward. And the forward Americana for the follower. So now we show you both Sacadas with the music, and look at two things. Look at how we can use this movement to be more creative and more musical in our dancing, and also look at how our embrace is always relaxed, and this is the most important part of our dancing, making sure the embrace feels very good for our partner regardless of the steps.
Cada vez que te tengo en mis brazos, te miro tus ojos y escucho tu voz, y que pienso en mi vida en pedazos, el pago de todo lo que hago por vos. Me pregunto por qué no termino con tanta amargura, con tanto dolor. Si a tu lado no tengo destino, ¿por qué no me arranco del pecho este amor? ¿Por qué? Si mentís una vez, si mentís otra vez y volvés a mentir, ¿por qué? Yo te vuelvo a abrazar, yo te vuelvo a besar, aunque me hagas sufrir. Yo sé que es tu amor una herida, que es la cruz de mi vida y mi perdición. ¿Por qué me atormento por vos y mi angustia por vos es peor cada vez? ¿Y por qué con el alma en pedazos no me abrazo a tus brazos si no me querés?
As you could see, with a simple step like the Americana, because Americana is a step that you learn in the early stages of your tango dancing, you can start being more creative, but adding Sacadas, for example. So that's why it's so important to start playing with the possibilities of doing something from the Americana, so that will give you more vocabulary to your dance.
Oh, by the way, people often ask us where to buy tango clothes or where we buy our shoes. These gorgeous shoes are coming from Shusho, which is a shop that we love in London. A friend of ours, Elena, has created. She's created it. She designs all of the shoes. They are gorgeous and they are very, very comfortable. So to answer a very common question, where to buy shoes, you can buy them at Shusho. They're really, really great, and we will put the link for you in the comments below.
Yeah, mine is Shusho as well.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you love these movements as much as we do. They are fun, they are creative, they feel very connected, and we hope you are going to add them to your dancing. If that's the case, please let us know in the comments. We are always very curious about how you dance and how you apply all of our tips. And especially,
please keep learning and keep changing your dancing, because the world of tango is your move.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.